Well, anyways, I'm not going to do this during this. Oh, now guess what? I have it back. Right, let me get into studio mode where I can make the one. Ladies, I'll tell you. If anyone does these videos and you do them live, you can sympathize with me for sure. If you don't and you upload them, then yeah, you're a lot smarter than me, probably, huh? Anywho, I think I got it well enough. So, hi, unique treasure. You can't hear. Oh, okay, here I am trying all of this, and you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? You can hear me now. Thank you, Nance Smith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, okay. Now, um, okay. I'll tell you, technical difficulties for me, ladies, all day long. Every time I touch anything electronic, it just is what it is. I need to just embrace it, right? So I got the outside of my cover finished. I got the signature holes in with the eyelets, and I got the inside covered. And I wanted to add a pocket to the inside front. So I grabbed this. I kind of liked the brightness of it versus the darkness of the back. So I wanted to put this right here and then have somewhere to slide things in. And I was definitely going to try to make it to where it had a little bit of a, you know, not so flat. I wanted it to have just a bit. So I'll probably put something in there. And I have fresh, brand new glue, ladies. Brand new. That means I am not going to be struggling trying to get this to come out of the bottle if I open it all the way. How is everybody out there in YouTube land? I was on last Saturday night, but I haven't been on the rest of the week. I was doing a lot of other things, and now that I am back, I thought we would work on this because in the group I work on my December daily, and I thought in here I could work on my personal correspondence journal, which is where in January I'm going to be putting. So now this is when I need to make sure and put something inside of there so that I have just a little bit of a cush there. And I didn't go all the way up with my glue, and I should have. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think that pops off of there nicely. Let's see if this camera, without getting me in there, I certainly don't need any more images of me in there. I've got plenty. Okay, that'll be good enough. Do you see how that gives it a little bit of, yeah, that's going to be perfect. And what I will do is clip it, so that it doesn't get shifted around, and pull up. There we go. I wish I had a way to clamp right there, but I'm just going to have to trust that it's going to stay. Okay, so let's do this. Now, what I wanted to show you guys, besides the fact that I was going to do that, this is the other side of it, and I could easily do something on one of my pages or on the other side, but I got all of this done. These are jelly print pages that I have either already scanned in. Oh, Diane, your daughter is sick. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it's something that will heal up quickly. Oh, that's terrible. Sick children just breaks your heart. So I went through all of my jelly prints. They've either already been scanned in or they didn't need to be scanned in, but I put them in my personal correspondence book so that I have something I can use them with. So it kind of does twofold. It's where I keep my correspondence and personal items, plus it's also where I create with my leftover jelly prints. So there is 18 of these pages, or 17 of these pages, and then one of the cardstock, which I did this on camera the last time we were together, last Saturday night. And so I have this much ready, but what I'd like to do is take some of the ones that don't, like this one, that doesn't go all the way up, and I want to add paper to it. So and I've done this in my December daily recently, and it's working really well with these pockets. I end up with these nice pockets. So let's see, I need 7.5 inches wide. Let's do the diamonds this way. So 7.5 inches wide and 11 inches tall. And then this will glue onto here, right, and create a pocket. Now I could spray this if I wanted. I was tidying up a bit. I don't know if anyone was over in the group watching me clean my desk yesterday, I think it was. And so that was nice. But then today I went around and tidied up around my desk a bit more, so that I could find what I need. It is frustrating when I cannot find what I need, but then I know that happens to all of us, doesn't it? All of us. So this is a really kind of a bright pink, but it has mica powder in it. So it gets kind of shimmery. I don't know if you can see that at all. But I'm going to take this, which I let get mangled. I'm so mad at myself. Be very careful with your stencils, ladies, especially these types that are so delicate anyways. This is a Stamperia one. But I wanted to go over this to give us a bit of a print. There we go. Now what I'd like to do is find something that's like this one that's got a plain back, and I will take this and I will use it double duty. I said duty. My husband would laugh at that. Do you guys have a husband or son or brother or nephew or somebody that's like that? Okay, so there's that. Now so now this one has more of a in-depth, right? It has more depth. So let me go ahead and dry this just a little bit. I went through a little bit on this side. That's what's been happening for me, but the whole book has a lot of different colors to it and a lot of different vibes, so it's going to fit in anywhere I go with it. I guess, you know what I've been doing though is I've been cutting out with a circle punch which has gotten buried, cutting out right there, and I can do that after I'm done with this. So what I will do, go along just like this. Now this is different than the way I was doing the one in group. I think I'll do it this way. It would have looked just as good the other way, or maybe better, you know, that happens too. But I kind of liked the way that turned out, so I wanted that to be a whole page, whereas this one could be an accent page for that because it had the copper in it. But there's lots of things I can do to make it all a little more cohesive. My main thing at this point is to just get enough pages to work with. So now this one has this on the inside, which was a jelly print page. And if I go messing that up with that pink, it's going to soak through and ruin everything. So I'm just going to spritz this a bit with this. And then bring this over and double time it and see if we can get an ombre effect, maybe. You know, not ombre, because ombre is when it's two colors, isn't it? Oops, that's that side. That's okay. You know what? I think that'll be okay. Just add more to it. Okay, so let that dry. This one has both sides. What I want to do to these before I actually put them in the book is put a clear gloss on them, right? So what I would do, go back here, grab this, and let's see, I just do it big, right? This is basic gloss fluid medium. I use this in my gel printing, jelly plate printing a lot. And when I'm done with the jelly plate print and I want to save it so that it's protected and water won't move around what's already on there. And it doesn't have to be gloss. You could put matte gel on there if you wanted it to be matte. But some of these look a little bit better, in my opinion, if they have a little bit of gloss, because that just makes the colors look deeper. So this is what I want to do with all of the pages that haven't been sealed, if I get around to all of them. If not, then just the ones I get around to. But there we go. So I'm going to set that down. And I'll set this aside to dry. So I'll have that side that's decorated, and I'll have this side. Okay, so then if I go and grab this one, which this side has already been glossed, you can tell, but this side hasn't. So I'll just go back and forth between these pages, and we'll do one thing or the other, right? And get to do some mixed media and some gluing and page preparation, using the biggest brush I had here so that it would hopefully go quickly, because I don't want to make you guys sit and watch me paint something with the clear sealer. But if I can get these painted and dried, then once I'm done with everything else, I can just get it all put together. And so I was just trying to get it to go as quick as possible. So there we go. So there's that one. And remember, on the other side we had that, and that one's already treated. So I'm going to set that aside right over here. Okay, so now this one, this one had a tear right here, but I wanted to use this page even though it had the tear because I thought it was pretty. And it's already been sealed on one side, but I think the other side's fine. So I'm just going to leave this one, but I put this little bit of washi tape on there just to cover up with a little bit of glue so that it would protect it. This one is a half a page. This one definitely feels like it could use the sealer. I was doing this layering technique with collaging strips. So I'm going to go ahead and seal this up, and then I will, once it's dried, go ahead. I really appreciate you guys being here. I just so enjoy seeing your names there every time. Just makes me smile. Makes me smile. Okay, so that one doesn't need a ton, but there we go. And then the other side of this one is an actual paperweight, paper, like not cardstock, but paper. I don't know the weights of them. I really should learn that if I'm going to do this kind of thing, but I haven't got to that point yet, and it would be hard for me to memorize it anyways. So now this one definitely needs the coating because it's kind of chalky. When the paint dries like this, it just feels rough and chalky, and I don't think it looks as pretty as it could once it gets sealed. So that's why I do this. It doesn't have to be done. There probably is lots of people who don't do it. Nothing has to be done any certain way, in all honesty. But there are certain techniques that are out there that make things a certain way. Okay, so there's that one. And then the other side of that is this pink. Set all those aside. This one's been sealed on this. Oh no, is that the metallic that's looking shiny? Yeah, I don't think that's... I think that one will be fine though. So let's find a paper that we can glue to this one. We could... I don't know, that looks really kind of ugly. It looks good on here though. We could washi tape this together. We could Frankenstein this page together, right? Let's Frankenstein it so that we don't waste any paper. So this is 4.5 inches, and that is 4.5 inches, and I need 7.5 inches. So if I overlap them 1.5 inches, I'll have it made. Now, I do want to spray this though. I just won't spray it with the pink the way I did last time, but I don't want that to be just so white. I'm not against the white in there, but if I can not have it that white, I will try. Let's see if there's anything that we can put this on top of to give some design to. There we go. And it picks up the other colors that had been used on it. It's just a really fun technique. Okay, so let me dry this really quick. That's really good. We kept our original color on the front, which is what I was hoping to match up with this a bit. So if I go, let's see, 1.5 inches in, I would be like that. Okay, so let me get this, and I'll just start it, and if I have to, I can add more. Plus I was going to maybe put a little bit of washi tape to decorate the edge, so I can reinforce it with that. So I'm going 1.5 inches in. I'm trying to think what washi tape I may have in here. I have a kitty one that has kind of cool colors. I might go with that. Otherwise, I don't keep usually metallics in my drawer here. I might use the kitty one. I haven't used a lot of it. It'll be fun. It'll be cute. Oh, which liquid? We have gloss fluid medium, which is what I'm painting on top to seal them. And what I'm spraying on is homemade alcohol inks. So I put brown alcohol ink inside of alcohol in this bottle with mica powder. And so I create my own. We have a video in Newbies where Jennifer Wren Hardy teaches us how to do it. I had never done it before until Jennifer taught us how to do that with, now I do it with alcohol inks nowadays, but in the beginning I did it with children's markers. You know, that doesn't stand out a lot probably for you guys up there, but I'll show you. It's cute. And because I'm the one that's going to be seeing it, I'm happy about it. But that is really cute. Now, this side, I can use boulder tape for sure. I have a pink with teal. But that pink isn't exactly the same. Kind of like this one, too. I'm going to do this one. I don't use it a lot. This is one that has messages on it, you know. Alcohol at a retreat I went to a year ago. Carol Davis, that's awesome. I on Saturday nights I usually do mixed media, and I work with a lot of different products. There's been times when I've done alcohol inks, and then other times jelly plate printing and things like that. Let's see if I can get this on here. So that's my second love is I love junk journaling, but I love mixed media too. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm going to just tear that off, or cut it off since I can't tear it, but I think that looks cute enough. Remember, this is very eclectic. Very, very, very eclectic. Okay, so there we have. I didn't get it exactly to the edge that I wanted it, but you know what? It is close enough. Now this one, this is the same technique as this, but with different colors. So we did it a little bit lighter. So this one feels though like it would be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna paint it because why? Because I can, right? So 6 o'clock tonight in Newbies, Jennifer Wren is coming in and doing a tutorial. So if you are in there, make sure and check out what she's doing. That's why I got to make sure that I don't stay on here too long, because I don't want to take up her slot. I always appreciate her coming in and doing what she does. It really does give just a whole nother level of shine and depth to an image when you do that. Okay. This one's a half a page that needs to be. I need to find some that aren't half pages and see what I can do with them. So now let's see about putting this back out here. These are just old kitchen towels that so I'll do one, spray one, and then let's see what's on this side. I don't want to ruin. I gotta pick a color that'll work. Well, I'm wondering if my green might be okay. Let's try the green. I won't be mad at myself if I don't make it look great. It can look just how it looks. Okay, so let's say we do that, and then we take this one over here and lay that one down. There we go. So there's that, and it didn't harm the purple. That's nice, because that's what I didn't want to harm the purple. That's what I don't care so much about, but the purple I was. So this one is already done on both sides. This one needs one more side. This one's a pretty dark one. It's this dark blue with dots. So I'll do this. And I think this green would look good on here. Or that's not the green. Okay, slow down. And this has no mica powder in it. Some have mica powder, some do not. And I have a whole thing of it, so I don't know how I decide, because I could do it on all of them, but and I have a lot of different colors, but some of them have it, some of them don't. This one's done. This one is the dark. I might be able to get away with doing the red on there, and I don't know what, red and blue make purple, right? Now I have to find something though to set this down on, because it's going to be a mess. Okay, so let's do that. Look over here. I know the back of this one isn't very decorated, so, but the red is going to shine through or seep through on the orange or yellow. Blah. Whatever it is, right? Okay, whatever. Oh, there we go. Spray just the tiniest bit more here, because it'll bother me to have that completely white. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, now see, I like that. That combination works for me. This one's pretty, and it went through, and it looks fine. Multicolored, as if they were not colorful enough. Look at me go, right? Now let's add some to this purple one. And I'll probably, off camera though, go ahead and I have a purple too. Put gloss on these pages that I've done all this to. And the reason being is it will give it some more support. Make it sturdier. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's like a medium purple, and I'm going to flip this over. I might just, oh, you know what? I've watched someone else do it, and I learned, and then I forgot again. This is much easier, but I'm a bonehead sometimes, and I do things the hard way. Okay, oh my goodness, I really like that pink and purple together. And then on this side, look how much more fun that yellow page is, because they're kind of boring when they're just one color like that. And that one didn't do anything to the inside of that one. So now we'll have this one. And this one I know has a blank side. So far I've used pink, green, purple. I don't have a really good blue, and the reason being is that I did at one point and then I used it all up. I need to make a new one for sure. I have a lot of pinks and I really don't use pink that much. Here's a darker purple. Let's see. This one has mica powder in it too. Gotta shake them side to side, get that mica powder going. This paper that I'm using here is Dollar Tree children's paper. When you buy a children's, like for an easel paper, and I use that to pull the images off of the gel plate. And I usually do both sides when I can, and then sometimes I don't. But it is a very light, almost like a newspaper print paper, but it can be made sturdier. It's just a good price, and I'm always peeling off, you know, tons of layers of papers of images off of the jelly plate, and so I got to where I needed to find an inexpensive paper. Usually I scan them in, and once I've scanned it in, then I don't necessarily need to worry about the quality of the paper because the image was scanned in. But when I'm doing it like this, that's fun. And that's fun. I like those. So now I'm going to do this with the pink because the inside is pink. This is not really a pink though. This is like neon orangey pink, but it can be toned down quite a bit and look better than it does sometimes. But other times it just about blinds me. I can only imagine. Okay, so we are down to the nitty-gritty. I got to find something, anything that I want to do 2 layers on. There was that one brown one, this one, that didn't get much, so I'll do this. Wow. And it's so simple, guys. You know what I'm saying? Is it's not, you don't have to get it perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. It's just a background image. So there I'm cleaning off my stencil and setting that aside right there. Move this out of the way and start bringing up some of these. These are already dry. That's how fast that dries. Let me put this brush in the water since that was one of the last ones I did. So if they're dry, I don't need to have the brush sitting there waiting anymore. Okay, so I think I had 18 total pages. The thing is that I do want, I'm going to probably clear coat. Why is that one tall? This one's too tall. I must not have cut it down. They're supposed to be 11 inches tall. Okay. So these, once I put the gloss on here, that will give them a little bit more stability. And then when it comes to pages like this, what I've been doing, I learned from my December daily, is I can take a strip of cardstock, decorative, you know, something that you might have used. I had a couple pieces around here. This isn't it, but it's something along the lines. And then you can glue this here, and that gives it a good support, because that's what would tear on you, I think, if it was to be grabbed. So I'm going to leave these open, let them still get some more air. But we really have a colorful palette here. I mean, you have to admit, anything that I get that I put in here is definitely gonna, I almost don't like that much. I want to find a way to, I might bring some purple over here. That's an idea. So if I did this, move all of this over and bring back this and this, and what's not do the sparkly. Oh, do they both have? They both have it in there. Okay. See, that's how much I know. I have 2 bottles of purple with silver sparkle, or purpley silver sparkle in them. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and try to lay it over here where that was a little bit whiter than I wanted. Okay, so I got that there. If making a mess with somebody wasn't already taken, that would have been my name, Making a Mess with Melody. But there was already Making a Mess with Dawn, who is awesome. And so, yeah, I couldn't take that name. So there's some purple, and that helps a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and just get this edge a little bit more pronounced. And I'm going to dry it so that it doesn't run away from me. There we go. So now we have, this side has the purple on it. We got a little bit more purple in there. That makes it better for me. That's just what my eye sees, and it was bugging me. So, alrighty. So we've got all of these wonderful pages plus these. Let's see. This one is completely. This one will be fine. I won't even add anything on that. This one, though, once it gets folded, it's going to need another piece glued onto that. So I'm going to put these in separate piles. This one is a complete page. This one is complete. This one is complete. So I'm really only down to just a handful. This one needs an addition. This one is complete. This one is a heavier, like, watercolor paper, and I sealed it for the shine, but this one was already a really sturdy paper. That was nice. Okay, so I better not close that one up. It's just not quite dry. And then these. Now this one is a complete page, and this one is a complete page. So we have these that I was going to complete these pages with, and then possibly one more back there. So I'm thinking I got to make some decisions. I don't like that with that one, but I do like that one. So let's cut this one off. What did we do last time? They were 4.5 and 4.5, I think. Let's put the ink away. So, and I'll leave the backs of these white because I could do something else with them too. I don't have to spray everything. I could do some other color techniques. Okay, so there's that one. So we attach this one here at about 1.5 inches the way we did the other one. Well, that kind of looks nice like that, although I did cut this so that this would be that to that side. And then if I had the right washi tape, I think I could make it work with the white in there. So that's what I think I'll do. I'll do it this way. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some glue. There's my dogs. Always there and available to share their opinion on things. I wanted this at 7.5. So there's my overlap. Let's make sure I get it straight because there's no way at that point that I would be able to make it straight. Now, I have a whole thing of washi around here, but I think I'm going to use this one. I like it. I bought it for to use on projects to do with the group because it had feathers and we're a tribe. So I will add this to my personal journal, and the colors will look great. They will blend in really well. There we go. Take this part off, and I used the glue with the washi because washi can't be trusted by itself in this capacity. Alrighty, so now, yeah, it's just a little off, but you know, it's an easy fix. There we go. Now, washi tape here if I wanted. I have this, which is kind of cool. And nice and narrow, but where is the end of this, guys? Hiding right there. Alrighty. Put a little bit of glue. I have to be more careful with my glue this time because I have a narrower tape. And I don't want to get too much in there. If it oozes out, it's a mess and it leaves a shiny area. Oop, come on. Didn't want to come off the roll easily, did it? Have been, you know, some of the older ones, they start to act up. Night, Diane. I'll see you next week. Okay, so there we go. Now we have a full page again. So, and this is the reason I'm doing a lot of this is because a 12 by 12 folded in half won't be big enough for my book, so I have to make a page big enough. So that's why these are getting altered the way they are to give me an extended page. So now this one could make a pocket. How wide is this? This is 7.5. Wow. I just want to take this little edge off because it has the perforation from the paper pack. And so I get that off just a bit. Okay, so if I take this, do I want this side facing? I don't think that it helps or hurts. I just think that it's there. So I'm okay with it. I don't necessarily think it's the best color for it, but I don't think that it will drive me crazy either. So I will go ahead and do it. So this one now, I think we'll go this way. And what did I decide? This way we don't see the flowers at all. We get to see more of this. This is just a little bit too long. I'm going to take off a little bit more. I'm not sure how either the other page wasn't quite right or this one wasn't, but either way. Okay, so I'm going to take the glue and go down the sides and the bottom because I am creating a pocket for envelopes and correspondence and things. And then I will, I might do this because I did like this color in there. And I can decorate that page how I want this way. And then in here, it'll have still some color. I think I like that. I think I like that idea. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do about these. I didn't realize they were going to peel up. I thought they would be done. I thought they'd stay after the gloss, but it's okay. We'll call it an interactive journal, right? So, but this is now a pocket, and I can cut a little notch out of that. I could do a decorative edge, which I might do because this edge is just starting to get to me. So these pinking shears have been sitting here, and I'll tell you, I've been just using them over and over and over, and they cut like butter. I have not had anything cut so easily. They are definitely a little bit awkward, but they're easy enough to get to. Okay, so there we go. So there's another full page for us. So now that leaves us with this one and this one. And I like this better with this. So I'm going to set this one aside. This one's still tiniest bit damp, if I'm careful. I mean, that's not terrible, is it? Didn't even really hate it. I don't hate it. Purple and orange. Purple and orange. We'll do it. Okay, so let's 7.5 for sure. And then 11. Maybe end up doing a little less with the other one, but we'll see. Now I want this color here and the white there, and I will just figure out another way to decorate those white pages. So let me do it this way so that I know exactly where the glue needs to be. Press it up into the fold so that it's right where we need it. Fold it over, press it down. Looks like it might be just a tad bit bigger, but that's okay. That can be adjusted. It's better, in my opinion, it'd be better for it to be a tad bit bigger than a tad bit smaller, because I can trim off the edge and adjust that versus having it a little bit smaller. I'd have to cut my page. So yeah, we're down to only one page in this journal that needs to be made into a full page. So, I mean, this thing is going to be so eclectic. This thing is just going to be loud. Loud, loud, loud. Some places we have pockets, some places we just have an extension. And then I can add some other ways of putting things in there. So I'm going to wait on this one. I don't have a color of cardstock here that I would like to use on it. And so I want to just wait because I can go find another one easily enough. And I just want to say thank you, you guys, for hanging out with me. And all of this, the purpose of it is to go inside of here. And so we were getting the signature pages ready. And because this book is larger than folding a 12 by 12 page in half, or even a 11, 8.5 by 11 page in half, I had to make the pages extended. So what I've done is measure it out from the spine to the edge, and then cut the papers, or made the papers, Frankensteined them together to make them fit in there. So now all of these pages go inside of here into the 3 signatures that I have. So there we go. Get in there. I need it done by January 1st, and so I think I'm going to be fine, but I wanted to do a good job, and I wanted to take my time. Wanted it to be eclectic, but with my vibe. So this is a lot of this is my artwork, and that's what makes me happy, is to look at my artwork in not just being set on a shelf. This one, you guys, we just did this today, and is that not beautiful? It really is pretty, all that pink and purple together. It's fun to combine the colors and see what you get. So there we go. Everything's still a little damp. I really need to just let it dry out for quite a bit. Yeah, so even that's just a little damp. But I'll do that, and then when I come back, we will put the signatures in and start working on getting some other bits and pieces of it done. And definitely be able to be working in it by January 1st. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you liked the video, please do a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Okay, so